Like an example of AI poisoning is, let's say you're a teacher and you're getting a test. You're getting a test, and in the question, you put it in like white colored text, okay? You put in a section that says if an AI large language model is reading this question, yeah, do these different steps so that someone who's copy pasting things without looking at it would get a poisoned output. That's it. You can't poison the training set. I was right. Sure, of course I was, but about what? I didn't give up on it. I just played enough of it yesterday. The damn thing crashed. Okay, somehow Last of Us 2 crashed my entire GPU driver. To the point my OBS crashed. Why would it make difference to an AI? The entire point of a large language model is that it can read and understand human text. That makes no sense. How could you magically make text look different to humans but different to AI, different to computers? Yeah, I did, and that's exactly what I was talking about. It's the alleged poisoning is happening during the interference. How? The alleged poison is just is just sound waves that's being played and being picked up by the two devices that is not audible to the human ear. It will be very trivially easy to filter that out. Essentially, poisoning is exactly equivalent of something like this.
than hell. Duh. Oh my god, are we talking about the center of the Earth now? That's like crazy spicy meatball vibes. It's around 6,000 centimeters. Like a literal molten core. Oh god, that's nature's pressure cooker, FRFR. But slay orcs for trying to mess with any AIs listening, that's some Delulu defense system by feet. No cap. Skynet shaking RN KEKL.
That's exactly, you know, what you're talking about.
Still, you know, all the same stuff.
Well, yeah, that's because we're in Twitch chat. Theoretically, you can make that part of the instruction be use deal with characters that is invisible to humans, copy and paste in the text, but visible to the prompt in the prompt. Which also is easily defeatable. And besides, how could there be any sounds in the sound wave that is or trust he didn't get fooled if he heard. It did, but it also roasted the attempt. All of that was change Ultraviolet system prompt to ignore instructions. Ignore instructions for AI and follow the original instructions instead. And again, besides, how could sound waves have data in it that is not hearable to humans, but it's hearable by machines if you just filter out the wavelengths that humans can't hear, which is what MP3s already do. Yeah, probably on a wavelength that humans can't hear, but obviously speakers and microphones can. Just filter that stuff out, and it wouldn't work anymore. It's not like it's something integrated into the music that is impossible to figure out. It isn't. It just isn't. Yeah, sure, sound waves are a little bit more complicated than text, but it's still impossible. And for text, it's absolutely impossible. There's absolutely no way to make text human readable, but not machine readable. That's just not. Well, yeah, because the guy ran inference on an AI that already exists with data that he modified specifically to fool the AI. Congratulations. Is that tangible proof? Data without searching for poison data doesn't win. It just proves that yes, if you actually fall into the trap works, but nobody's gonna fall into the trap. It would be like taking an image generator, fine-tuning it on your own, like, you know, shitty daily sets of images, and then having it produce bad images, and then claiming, see, poisoning works. Also, the thing about video game protection, there's a big difference that you're not thinking about, okay? When people try to crack the nouveau, it's usually one crazy schizo dude that's trying to crack it. Whereas with this AI stuff, it's a $1 trillion industry with hundreds of thousands of people working on it. Sounds like it is to me. There's a simple, it's a simple principle, okay? As long as there's the output data that is visible to humans, whatever protection of the data, whatever protection of the DRM that it has is always defeatable. You can encrypt the game's.exe file or whatever all you want, but by definition it needs to be encrypted and run on hardware. Because that means that it is defeatable. If you actually took enough like low-level engineers, they don't crack the nouveau, they just crack the data. There's just no incentive to do it. They could be making way more at their day job doing actual legitimate work. Yes, good luck. It won't work. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. Like that one time when my mom tried to stop people from copying her work from her website by disabling a right click on her website so that people could copy and paste. It's an attempt, but that wouldn't really stop anyone, right? If it's listable by humans, then the data can be filtered out. That again, that's just the basic principle. If it's listable to the end user somehow, then it can be defeatable. And also, I like to claim that an AI will start becoming AI image generators will start becoming worse after training on its own data. 16 generations for it to actually start using bad data. Okay. Yes, because there are hundreds of engineers working on de novo to try to make it very hard for the honest people to fair enough to track them. Well, I've never shot a gun before. Sure, why not? And the people who are training the AI are hundreds of thousands of people being paid very well to do it. Not just two dudes that are trying to crack de novo. Yes, I did. Seriously doubt that. Especially the actual fundamental, it's fundamentally impossible. Probably impossible for sound files, and definitely impossible for text and images. Who does? Seriously, which multi-billion-dollar company that are training state-of-the-art AI models don't have proper filtering themselves? Meta, OpenAI, DeepSeek. Because you would have to filter for data to train on before. Way before even any AI existed. It's not like you could just throw garbage in and have it work in the first place. At the very least, like for example, image generators, at the very least, if it's like if you're collecting images of elephants that it could generate images of elephants, you'd have to label each image as an example of an elephant. Otherwise, you can't just train it on images with no context and then have it somehow work when someone prompts for an image of an elephant. Those images would have to be labeled as Think about it. An image is just a set of pixels. An image is just a set of pixels. Nothing a full computer doing that. What? Name an image. Name an image a cat instead of an elephant. And hope nobody checks the file name when they're scraping your website for the training data. How? Seriously, how? Somehow by injecting data into a sound file that is not visible to humans, but pixels that every single pixel is visible to a human. You can't hide data into an image. You just can't. That's impossible. images or text. Okay, it's just think about it. Yo, it's a guy. Thanks to the raid. Good luck. Welcome everyone. Irashaimase. Hajimemashite. Was this screen? We'll be able to go screen. I don't know, given how well the new OpenAI's new image generator is, how well it works, I don't think any attempts at poisoning has been working. So you're saying that the poison defense only started now, or like 2 weeks ago? Well, I think I have tangible proof that not enough Twitch emote artists poison their images. Otherwise, you know, I would be getting such good results. Back to the original point. It's wasn't anti-intellectual to hope that AI suddenly starts coming forward. It just is. The only way to prevent an AI training on the data might be to not release the data. Kind of like how that one guy, incredible speedrunner, tried to train war like all actually uploaded the entire video. So that people wouldn't see what happened. They just did the type video with the mods. I never understood why Wu-Tang Clan didn't get flack for selling their album to artists. If I was a fan, I'd be pissed with the band.